people. Audio is just a little bit here. Turn the camera on. That is the actual camera. There we go. Now we can switch to my single shot. How's it going, party people? I just popped 2 ibuprofen, and I'm here to read some questions. Soon I'll read some questions. Joe is running a little late, but he will be here. So that's good. That's important. Is anybody even around? Anybody in the chat? Holla at your boy if you're in the chat. Nobody's hollering at you, boy. You guys know we're live, right? You guys know we're here? We're doing a quiz. We're here. I'm live. I feel like I pulled up Twitch earlier and it showed me. Testing. Okay, so I can hear myself, and I can see myself. So, okay, so I can hear myself, and I can. I just realized I doubled up the Chrome tab. This like tripling up for me, and then doubling. Like it doubled and tripled and quadrupled back. Yeah. Just a little too loud, maybe. Down a little bit. That's -18. Turn the mic up a little bit. Welcome to Jazz plus Jazz equals Jazz. Swear to God, if all of you are watching the town hall right now, I'm gonna be pissed.
Installation. West Wave.
Hey man, I'm happy to jam to stream beats. Tell you what, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna turn this up so somebody something in the chat, because I got nothing and I got no one to bounce off of right now, except for chat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to lo-fi beats and then just like be on this computer like I'm studying, and then it's as if it's lo-fi beats to study to. lo-fi. I can't get the computer in the shot. It's fine. Lo-fi beats. Studying to some lo-fi beats. This is huge on YouTube. Lo-fi beats to study to, yeah. Lo-fi beats to study to, yeah. Lo-fi beats to study to, yeah. Anyway. Missed marbles? Wait, was Bryce doing marbles? Or is that, did Bryce play that kind of music after marbles? I don't understand. Is there a joke I'm missing? Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. Goddamn Bryce counter-programming against me. How dare you? How dare you? I cannot believe that Bryce, federal Jesus Christ. Federal Agent Bryce Doug Neshcom Castillo would counter program against me. It's gonna get him here. Or what's the thing? It gets you here, it gets you right here. It's fine. Plenty of screens. And if you don't, you can always get more screens. Get more screens. Like I said, Joe is a little busy. He should be here soon. And we may start just a little bit late depending on how long Joe's prior engagement lasts. But he does intend to be here on time, so we will see. I should have done. This would have been a good week to submit to Diamond Time because we're programmed at the same time as the two town halls. It's like, hey, don't want to watch the candidates for president? Well, if you hate politics, if you like politics, watch Justin. If you hate politics, watch this. Not that we're completely apolitical, but we don't. We're not a politics show. But I would certainly say if you like politics, Justin's streams are practically the only way to watch this kind of dreck. So, glowing endorsement of friend of the show, Justin Robert Young. And by friend of the show, I mean if I texted him, he'd probably respond. So, it's good enough for me. Music down a little because now I'm actually saying things. there's a fact that I learned this week, today actually, but it's related to a question and quiz, so I can't like share it until we play quiz. My friend yesterday asked, hey, what's up? What's new? And I was like, nothing. We talk every day. And nothing happens. So that's where we're at in quarantine or whatever, lockdown, whatever you want to call whatever's happening right now. Good news, right before we went live, I took 2 ibuprofen, and my headache is apparently completely subsided. So once I know what I'm saying, everything will be awesome. Everything will be cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. And we're living our dream. Also, I mean, not like anybody would get this wrong, but I have a really funny thing that I saw today. But I can't talk about that either because it's an answer in round 4. And it's the easiest answer in round 4. Like, nobody's in danger of getting round 4 question 7 wrong. But I shouldn't be talking about an answer to a question that's coming up later tonight. For anybody just joining us, because we normally start right now at 9:30 Eastern Time, Joe had a prior engagement. Will be here soon. As soon as he gets here, we will get started with the quiz as usual. But it shouldn't be too long. No more than like 10, 15 minutes. And you know us. We'll get you out of here on time. All the people in the house. I just wanna play. You know what? Screw it. It's not a takedown. It's just a. Oh my God! There we go. I normally don't play copyrighted music in pre-show just because I don't know if it's gonna get us taken down or not. But I know this one is not a takedown, it's just a... It's the music that we choose. 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 Copyright claim. It's the music that we choose. It's the music that we choose. It's the music that we choose. The music that we choose. The world is spinning too fast. I'm fine that Nike shoes to keep myself tethered to the days I tried to lose. My mama said to slow down, you must make your own shoes. Stop dancing to the music, I've got gorillas in a happy mood. Keep my groove on. Jungle, watching a fake betrayal, caught up in the conflict between his brain and his tail. And if time's elimination, then we got nothing to lose. Please repeat the message, it's the music that we choose. Keep my groove on.
Get the cool, get the cool to shine. Get the cool to shine. Get the cool to shine. Get the cool to shine.
Do the bump, do the bump, do the bump, do the bump. Okay, bring it down here, come back.
Get the cool to shine. Get the cool to shine. Get the cool to shine. Get the cool
I don't know if this song gets taken down or not.
Down low, make up for the time you've wasted. Come slowly and claim back the boy you left behind. Close the white book, unplug the brain from the game. 'Cause it's time to wipe out till the stars get on the fame. The song is not the same when we're all played out, all played out. They say the memories all played out, all played out. Tell me, did you feel that? Don't slow down, even if it's only to escape. Just download now before somebody steals your place. Close the white book, unplug the brain from the game. 'Cause it's time to wipe out till the stars get on the fame. And the conversation's over, we're all played out, all played out. You see the memories all played out, all played out. Tell me, did you feel that? Down lonely, make up for the time you wasted. Come slowly, claim back the boy you left behind, and close the white book, unplug the brain from the game.
What's new, Joe Beto?
Time to
I'm
wipe
coming after
out
you.
till the bar get on the
Gonna do that.
fame.
Let's see if What's New Scooby-Doo gets us taken out on YouTube. Try the What's New Scooby-Doo official theme song by Simple Plan. Sure.
What's the Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. You're gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's the Scooby-Doo? What's the Scooby-Doo? We're gonna follow you. We're gonna solve that mystery. We see you, Scooby-Doo. We're coming after you. What's the Scooby-Doo? Don't look back. You may find another clue. The Scooby snacks will be waiting here for you. What's the Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. You're gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's the Scooby-Doo? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. What's the Scooby-Doo?
All right. Well, that was a minute.
I woke up, it was 7. I waited till 11 to figure out that no one would call. I think I've got a lot of friends, but I don't hear from them. What's another night all alone? When you're spending every day on your own, and here it goes. I'm just a kid, and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair. Nobody
Why is this so much quieter?
I'm alone, and the
And What's New Scooby-Doo?
having more fun than me tonight.
Is that DJ Qualls?
Maybe when night is dead, I'll crawl into my bed. I'm staring at these four walls again. I'll try to think about the last time I had a good time. Everyone's got somewhere to go, and
case you just got here 15 minutes late, Joe should be here any minute, and we will get started. Welcome to Simple Plan Night here at 1059 Cat.
I'm thinking about you all the time, but you're out there and I'm here waiting. And I wrote this letter in my head, 'cause so many things were left unsaid. But now you're gone and I can't think straight. This could be the one last chance to make you understand. Yeah, I'd do anything just to hold you in my arms, to try to make you laugh. Somehow I can't put you in the past. I'd do anything just to fall asleep with you. Will you remember me? 'Cause I know I won't forget you. Together we broke all the rules, dreaming of dropping out of school and leave this place to never come back. So now, maybe after all these years, if you miss me, have no fear. I'll be here, I'll be waiting. This could be the one last chance to make you understand. And I just can't let you leave me once again. Yeah, I'd do anything just to hold you in my arms, to try to make you laugh. 'Cause somehow I can't put you in the past. I'd do anything just to fall asleep with you. Will you remember me? 'Cause I know I won't forget you.
I close my eyes and all I see is you.
I close my eyes, I try to sleep, I can't forget you.
Na 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 na
And I'd do anything for you.
na 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 na.
It's not right. The intro misbehaved. It was way off rhythm. That was not the rhythm of the intro. It's very strange. Let's try this again. All right. Starting quiz in 3, 2. This is the Speakeasy Pub Quiz for Thursday, October 15th, 2020. This week's quiz, Through Another Dimension. Welcome to Speakeasy Pub Quiz. I'm Siddiqui. That's Frozen Joe Cuevas. He'll be here in a moment, any moment now. We won't just see a frozen shot of Joe from yesterday that happens to be there because I didn't turn OBS off all night. So, I mean, hi Joe, how's it going? Still giving me the silent treatment, huh? All right. Well, hopefully you'll stop giving me the silent treatment once quiz starts. This is hilarious. This is a great joke. This is a great bit. Somebody asked why Capital One Arena. I actually didn't ask that question yesterday, so I don't know why Capital One Arena. Is Capital One Arena where the Capitals play? Because that would make sense. Because that was yesterday's was DC. Anyway, time for quiz rules. But first, actually, a couple things. This is an inside baseball thing, real quick. There's an update of the Stream Deck software, and I haven't done it yet, but now PowerPoint works directly from the Stream Deck software, which is cool. I like it. it excites me because I have otherwise been doing like a janky setup where it just switches to PowerPoint and I hit the next slide. But I think now I can just go next slide without it. So I'm very excited about that. That's the thing that I'm excited about. Time now for last week's winner. Why is that the wrong one? Hold on. It's time now for last week's winner, but joining us for quiz, it's Joe Cuevas. How's it going, Joe? Look at that quick change. Did you see that quick change? He just like that shirt went away and it suddenly became a hoodie. Very cool. It's very cool. Still a great night. Still a great night. Here we go. I realized I had the wrong PowerPoint in the PowerPoint thing. And Joe's muted too. Joe's muted. Fantastic. Perfect. Listen, it was reasonable for me to mute that input when he wasn't here. Neither of us expected him to show up at 8:50. Things happen. No worries.
For all
Time.
you know, I was always here.
That's true.
Even all of you who were here before me. So our belt came to a team whose name I'm still honestly not sure what was.
The whole time. The whole
but-
time it was our baseball team suck and we're salty about it. That's what it was the whole time. Our baseball team suck and we're salty about it.
Something about the Cardinals too. I don't know, but
No, just the part about baseball.
you're going to make East Eccentric sad.
Time for quiz rules. Rule number 1, don't put answers in the chat, because it's the same thing as shouting at answers during a quiz, and that ain't cool. Even joke answers, even if it's wrong, it's still an answer. Don't put it in the chat.
Rule number 2, don't cheat. We know you're all in front of devices, your own devices, but we're testing your brains and the brains of the people who are in whatever voice chat you're in, whatever group chat you're in. We're testing all of those brains. So no outside assistance is the spirit of the rule. Don't look anything up.
Rule number 3, be nice to us, because if you're not, then we'll just be mean to you back, and we control the horizontal and the vertical, and therefore your team will suddenly become our baseball team suck and we're salty about it instead of whatever you wanted it to be. So, just think before you act.
Sure. Gameplay.
Gameplay rules. Quiz consists of 7 rounds, 7 questions each.
Rounds will include music, visual, video, and random knowledge.
Random knowledge. We should have a random knowledge bumper and just literally pull the random dancing bumper from iCarly.
Oh man, I think one team in particular, who may not have decided on their team name yet, would love that, especially. Round 4 is the visual round. You guys can play that already by going to the bit.ly link in the video or the Twitch description. I would pull it up, but I literally just hopped onto the setup, so I have nothing in my clipboard.
In fact, you had like 15 extra minutes to do it while we were all waiting for Joe. So hopefully you have that opportunity. Most rounds have 7 points available. Some rounds will have 14 points. Rounds 2 and 7, as always, have 14 points available tonight. So keep that in mind as we're giving you scores. They can always change because of those double point rounds.
Yeah.
Cool. Time then for round number 1. Round number 1 is called Nightmare at 20,000 Feet.
Right now, the Nightmare at 20,000 feet is merely being on a plane. So here is a round on aircraft.
Question number 1. Because life is a fucking nightmare, name either airline which announced last month that they would be forced to involuntarily furlough thousands of workers. Despite a massive bailout they just got. So I don't know. Fucking who gives a shit about goddamn airline companies. Oh, we really need the airlines. Okay, sorry. Question number 1. Because life is a fucking nightmare, name either airline which announced late last month that they would be forced to involuntarily furlough thousands of workers.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish
Like 10
right
seconds of
now.
Bluetooth.
Can we
Oh.
pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting
Question number 2, once the frame switches. There we go. Which British French plane notably possessed a droop nose, not whatever my friend calls it, a droop nose, to afford the flight crew greater visibility while landing? Let's try that again. Which British French plane notably possessed a droop nose, and it's called a nose officially, to afford the flight crew greater visibility while landing? You can call it other things. Officially, on the thing that I noticed, it said droop nose was the formal colloquial term.
Can that be a formal answer?
I don't know.
I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night
I just write
sky
this.
like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now.
I honestly, I don't even know what I just asked. That's where we're at right now. Like, we're in the middle of a conversation, and it's me, I'm not paying attention. How does that happen? Legitimately, what question did I just ask you? I don't know.
How can it be formally colloquial?
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I literally could not have told you. Wow. All right, that's the kind of night it is tonight, guys. Let's get ready. Question number 3. The Royal Canadian Air Force uses a specialized variant of which American fighter jet, despite the American aircraft being primarily used by naval aviators rather than Air Force pilots? This one's a little bit deeper played knowledge. But it was around in our very first quiz on May the 14th, which Joe didn't even realize was our very first quiz. The Royal Canadian Air Force.
Well, I was talking to you about the canon of the quiz at that point in that conversation.
That is correct, but you said 4 months. I was like, no, 5. It's like, you started in May? And yep,
it's true.
If even if you don't include the Star Wars quiz, we started on May 14th. The Royal Canadian Air Force uses a specialized variant of which American fighter jet, despite the American aircraft being primarily used by naval aviators rather than Air Force pilots. Don't worry, time has no meaning anyway. So time is a flat circle.
Time is a cat circle.
Time is a cat circle.
That's a deep cut reference to a very early episode of We Have Concerns.
Oh, it is We Have Concerns. Okay, yeah. I remember it was an episode of something, but I really thought it was an episode of Night Attack.
I mean,
same vibe. Same vibe, yeah, for sure.
Question 4, once that flips over.
Oh, you know what? I was like, oh, son of a bitch. I was like, why is it not flipping over? And it was, because the slideshow went away.
Yeah, tonight we're doing a throwback episode of Speakeasy Pub Quiz with all of the errors, all of me running late. Question 4. In 2013, Boeing grounded the entire fleet of 787 Dreamliners when issues with what onboard component resulted in fires aboard the aircraft? Question 4 again. In 2013, Boeing grounded the entire fleet of 787 Dreamliners when issues with what onboard component resulted in fires aboard the aircraft?
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make 'em all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make 'em all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner,
Question
we're making our
number
fame.
5.
Bonafide
Earlier this month,
hustler,
JetBlue ceased operating its Long Beach hub, opting to instead consolidate all flights out of the area at what other airport? Question number 5 again. Earlier this month, JetBlue ceased operating its Long Beach hub, opting instead to consolidate all flights out of the area at which other airport?
We figured you liked the show more punchy, so I intentionally stalled so 9 would be more punchy.
Sure, yeah.
I had a filibuster to be at.
I'm gonna be fully honest. This is probably the least prepared for quiz I've ever been. Peel back behind the curtain here real quick. I'm literally putting the music in the music round right now.
And while he does that,
As I was reading that question, I was putting the music in the music round. That's why I seem to not know what I was saying as I was saying it.
Long Beach Hub?
Question 6.
Question 6. As of 2019, which carrier accommodated the most passengers, both domestically and system-wide? And this is within the United States. So question 6 again. As of 2019 in the United States, which carrier accommodated the most passengers, both domestically in the United States and system-wide? So that counts flights originating in the United States, both domestically but also internationally. So this is a United States question, but yes. To be clear,
Confusing yourself with the question you wrote.
I just don't want anyone to say Lufthansa.
All right, and question number 7. Motivated in part by the release of both Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Gremlins, the Motion Picture Association of America added which rating in the late 1980s? Once again, question number 7. Motivated in part by the release of both Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Gremlins, the Motion Picture Association of America added which rating in the late 1980s? Because there's a plane in Temple of Doom, right?
Yeah, like he leans back and puts his hat on. No, wait, that one might have been Last Crusade.
Doesn't he? He does jump out of like a small propeller plane in Temple of Doom, doesn't he? Oh no, there's a Zeppelin. There's a Zeppelin in Temple of Doom.
Oh.
There's definitely a Zeppelin. There might also be a plane, but there's definitely a Zeppelin because there's like a party in the Zeppelin. It's been a long time since I've seen Temple of Doom. Let's watch all the
Why did we include this question in the plane round?
You can't ask me that question. Anyway, we'll explain that joke once we do answers. But first, let's put all the questions on the screen and give you guys a 2-minute timer as usual for round number 1.
Run and tell all of the angels this could take all night. Think I need a devil to help me get things right. Hook me up a new revolution, 'cause this one is a lie. Sat around laughing and watched the last one die. Now I'm looking to the sky to save me. Looking for a sign.
Ned points out that Zeppelin was Last Crusade, so maybe there wasn't a plane in Temple of Doom, or maybe I'm just imagining it.
Time has no meaning. Time is a capsule.
I think there's a plane. There is a propeller plane in Temple of Doom, not Crusade.
Okay. Is that the one that they put in Jungle Cruise, or is that a different thing?
You can't answer that question. I was lucky to get that there's a propeller plane in Temple of Doom. I think I've only seen that one once. Alibaba. That's racist, Ned. I can't believe you would.
Yeah, we have a South Asian quizmaster, my friend.
If you just save my life, run and tell the angels that everything's alright. I'm looking to the sky, save me. Looking for a sign of life. Looking for a
All right, that is time up. If you've not yet submitted your round number 1 answers, go ahead and submit those now. Score them up.
Make my way back home and learn to fly.
while everyone is getting their last seconds of round one answers in, your ad here. If you have something to promote, maybe business, live stream, or a podcast, support us on Patreon, patreon.com/speakeasypubquiz, or email us speakeasypubquiz@gmail.com. As you know, we are supported by you guys and you guys alone. We do not get money from any other source but you guys. Right now, we're getting $41 a quiz from you guys. Music is louder than normal. I will turn it down. Yeah, we are getting $41 a month, $41 a quiz from you guys, so we really, really appreciate that. But if you want to support us at more than that, please feel free to at patreon.com/speakeasypubquiz. We have ad tiers. We can put ads up on the screen and stuff like that. Or if you just want to support us, you can tap the Bang PayPal in chat for individual support, just because you like us. Time now for round one answers.
Round one answers.
Starting with question number 1, because life is a fucking nightmare. Which name either airline that announced late last month that they would be forced to involuntarily furlough thousands of workers. Those are Delta and United. No points if you put both. I mean, 1 point if you put both. No extra points for putting both. You're just to show off. Yeah. Question 2.
Question number 2. Which British French plane notably possessed a droop snoot, because we're in answers now and I can say that, to afford the flight crew greater visibility while landing? So the plane that had the droop snoot was the Concorde. And it dropped down so that when you're on approach, then you don't have a giant nose blocking your way.
Question number 3. The Royal Canadian Air Force uses a specialized variant of which American fighter jet, despite the American aircraft being primarily used by naval aviators rather than Air Force pilots? That is the FA-18 Hornet, but we gave you points if you just wrote F-18. That's fine.
Yeah. Question 4. In 2013, Boeing grounded the entire fleet of 787 Dreamliners when issues with what onboard component resulted in fire? That is lithium-ion batteries, and a reminder that it is illegal to tamper with any smoke detector on board an aircraft.
As long as you wrote batteries, again, that is fine.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Earlier this month, JetBlue ceased operating its Long Beach hub, opting to instead consolidate all flights out of the area at which other airport? That is LAX, Los Angeles International.
Question 6. As of 2019, which carrier accommodated the most passengers, both domestically and system-wide, out of the United States? That was Southwest Airlines. And this data came from the FAA itself.
And question number 7, motivated in part by the release of both Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Gremlins, the Motion Picture Association of America added which rating to in the late 1980s? That is PG-13. PG-13. And that was there because of the gremlin on the wing in the episode.
Nightmare at 20,000 feet. That's the Shatner gremlin episode of Twilight Zone.
I thought it was the oh my god, I forgot his name.
You good?
No, I'm not. It's gonna get me. This is gonna kill me. What's his name?
I think Shatner was in the movie, right? Yeah.
No, Shatner was in the original.
Oh wait, who was in the movie?
John Lithgow. John Lithgow.
Lithgow, yeah.
That's the name I was thinking of. And then who did it in the new one?
And then like in the in the Jordan Peele one, it is a different guy because they keep remaking this episode of Twilight Zone because it is.
Yeah, but it's somebody famous now too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who is it? Is it? Oh, it's Adam Scott. It's Adam Scott.
Is it? Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Yeah. It was Shatner in the original, John Lithgow in the movie, and Adam Scott in the CBS All Access version that nobody watched. All right.
Only available on CBS All Access.
Which is why nobody watched it. Or, as it'll soon be known, Paramount Plus, because why not? Time now for round number 2. Round 2 is called The Mighty Casey. Like Zoink Scoob, Casey Kasem was a longtime host of American Top 40, so in his honor, here's another Top 40 music round. As usual, we'll be going from like newest to oldest man. cool. So these are all top 40 hits. Actually, these are all number one hits from the 50 years of American Top 40, from newest to oldest. These are actually the official American Top 40 number one hits of those 5 decades, and then also the first and last song, no, the first and last number one Casey Kasem ever played on that show. So here we go, starting with question number 1.
My hands stop up and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me, say boy.
Question number 2.
In the club looking so conspicuous, and wow, these women all on the prowl. If you hold the head steady, I'ma melt the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes.
Question number 3.
You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it till there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved.
Question number 4.
Those eyes of warm rains come rushing back to me. Miles of windless sound.
Question number 5.
Since you gone, I've been lost without a trace. I dream at night, I can only see your face. I look around, but it's you I can't replace. I feel so cold.
Question number 6.
Rolling at sea, adrift on the water. Could it be finally I'm turning for?
And question number 7.
That ain't the way that you find out.
Open up your window, let some air into this room. I think I'm almost choking from the smell of stale perfume.
All right, here they all are again one more time, starting with question number 1.
My hands stop up and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me, say boy.
Question number 2.
In the club looking so conspicuous, and wow, these women all on the prowl. If you hold the head steady, I'ma melt the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes.
Question 3.
You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it till there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved.
Question number 4.
Those eyes of warm rains come rushing back to me. Miles of windless sound.
Question number 5.
Since you gone, I've been lost without a trace. I dream at night, I can only see your face. I look around, but it's you I can't replace. I feel so cold.
Question number 6.
Rolling at sea, adrift on the water. Could it be finally I'm turning for?
And question number 7.
That ain't the way that you find out.
Open up your window, let some air into this room. I think I'm almost choking from the smell of stale perfume.
All right, as always, you have 2 minutes to submit your answers. 2 minutes.
The first one was in yesterday, right?
Yes. Are you proud of yourself?
I think I would have gotten no points on this round.
Really?
No. I just feel like me being bad at the music rounds is a good meme.
It's like these were. You are bad at the music round, but these were all big hits.
Yeah.
Some of them in your
Let's see.
lifetime.
Let's see. I feel like I would have gotten at least 4, hopefully 5 points.
Not 6? I feel like it should have gotten at least 6.
Yeah? DM me, which ones do you think I would have gotten?
The first 3, artist and singer.
I would have done probably artist and singer for 1 and 3, and then song for 5. Remember, kids, you're always better at the music round than Joe was.
Alex who has with a Hollywood Handbook where they did a teaser freezer for yesterday. It was funny. I liked yesterday. I think it's a perfectly adequate movie.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, because we have a team that I think might be playing for the first time. There's 1 point for song title and 1 point for artist. Just in case you didn't know that, feel free to resubmit with title and artist, or if possibly you just don't know artists.
Yeah. And again, you would still be better at this round than me.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song.
Time is up.
Your belly and that summer feeling.
Dropped music down a little further now. Time is up. If you have not yet submitted your round 2 answers, go ahead and submit those now. You do have them all, unless that one team wanted to go back and add artists. No problem, Big Copper. I don't know why it needs to be minus 18. It seems like way lower than it needs to be. That's fine. It's at minus 18 on the OBS side, and then 50% volume on the YouTube Music side. So, whatever. That's how life goes sometimes. It's time now for round 2 answers. Let me turn the music down so we're not hearing more Harry fucking Styles. Nothing wrong with Harry Styles. He's perfectly an adequate musician.
Harry Styles of Dunkirk fame?
Yes, Harry Styles of Dunkirk fame. Time now for round 2 answers. Starting with question number 1.
My hands stop up and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me.
That
Say,
is Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Question 2.
In the club looking so conspicuous. And wow, these women all on the prowl. If you hold the head steady, I'ma melt the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes.
That is Yeah by Usher featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris, but all we really needed there was Usher. Question number 3.
you think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it till there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved.
That is Hey Ya by Outkast. Question number 4.
Those eyes of warm rains come rushing back to me. Miles of windless
is I Love You Always Forever by Donna Lewis. Anything close enough to I Love You Always Forever, it's a long title I gave you. Question 5.
Since you've gone, I've been lost without a trace. I dream at night, I can only see your face. I look around, but it's you I can't replace. I feel so cold.
That is Every Breath You Take by The Police. Question number 6.
Rolling at sea, adrift on the water. Could it be finally I'm turning for?
That is You Light Up My Life by Debbie Boone, which is, according to America's Top 40, the number 1 hit of the 1970s.
Huh.
I don't know how I feel about that, but sure. And number 7. Oh, there we go. Number 7 is
Open up your window, let some air into this room. I think I'm almost choking from the smell of stale perfume.
that is it for round number 2. Time now for round number 3, which Joe and I traded this week, so you get more of me. Round number 3 is called Long
Sorry,
Distance
folks.
Call. It's called Long Distance Call. It's Techtober, baby! Answer these 7 questions about smartphones. Question number 1. Which iconic phone from Motorola has had a few attempts at a revival, including one Droid-branded model, but none as evocative as last year's foldable smartphone and its 5G successor, which was released last month? Question number 1 again. Which iconic phone from Motorola has had a few attempts at a revival, but including one Droid-branded model, but none as evocative as last year's foldable smartphone and its 5G successor, which was released last month? There we go. Oh. Question number 2. Before they were purchased by HP, Palm developed WebOS for their Palm Pre smartphone, but after years of turmoil, HP sold WebOS in 2013 to LG, which still uses it on what class of devices? Once again, before they were purchased by HP, Palm developed WebOS for their Palm Pre smartphone, but after years of turmoil, HP sold WebOS in 2013 to LG, which still uses it on what class of devices?
Yeah, I came up with this idea, and then I asked Naim, do you want to switch? And he immediately said yes, so this was great.
Joe
Have fun
just
with-
typed in the doc 9 phones, and I was like, yep, cool. We're doing that. That's happening. And
Yeah.
it helps that it is Techtober. There's so many phones coming out.
Yeah. So this is like the new model year for cars?
Yeah, October is usually when the new model year cell phones come out. Yeah, besides like Samsung usually comes out in like April, but a lot of phones generally come out in like September, October, November. Holiday. They want to get out before the holidays, because if they come out in like late September, early October, then they can drop the prices by Black Friday.
And then they'll be in the black.
Question number 3.
There's not a question on Black Friday.
Question number 3. There we go. Google's Nexus line of smartphones was a favorite of enthusiasts for their low price tag and flagship features, but it was replaced in 2016 by what more consumer-focused smartphone line, named for the base component of a digital image? Once again, question 3. Google's Nexus line of smartphones is a favorite of enthusiasts for their low price tag and flagship features, but it was replaced in 2016 by what more consumer-focused smartphone line, named for the base component of a digital image? Question number 4. The Key 1, Motion, and DTEC 60 are all Android phones produced by TCL Corporation under what fruit-themed brand name licensed out by the company formerly known as Research in Motion? Once again, question number 4. The Key 1, Motion, and DTEC 60 are all Android phones produced by TCL Corporation under what fruit-themed brand name licensed out by the company formerly known as Research in Motion?
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number.
His song choices are on point because he's making them almost live. You already admitted that.
No, I didn't. I muted us before I said that. I admitted it to you and no one else. But that's
How was I supposed to know that? I never know when we're muted.
I think I told you, but it's also not that big a deal. My song choices are always on point. I know what I'm doing. Question number 5. Steve Jobs once set up... It's not Joe. If Joe was doing the playlist, he would have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, it would be all musical theater songs, and none of them would be thematic.
Question number 5. Steve Jobs once said of phones with a 5-inch screen, no one is going to buy that. Last week, Apple announced a slate of how many new iPhone models, the smallest of which boasts a 5.4-inch display? Question number 5. Steve Jobs once said of phones with a 5-inch screen, no one's going to buy that. Last week, Apple announced a slate of how many new iPhone models, the smallest of which boasts a 5.4-inch display? It might have been this week, actually. Yeah, it was like 2 days ago. Listen, time's a cat circle.
Is that a shirt?
It's not even our bit.
Hold on, let me Twitter message Anthony Carboni and see if he will allow this.
I'll message him in I'll message him in the We Have Concerns Discord.
Can we license "Time as a Cat
Can we
Circle" as
license
a
the
shirt?
phrase "Time's a cat circle" to make shirts that nobody will buy?
I'm not sure that's true. I feel like Brian would buy them and no one else.
All right, question number 6. Which major tech company last month released the Surface Duo, a dual-screen Android phone, which comes preloaded with a suite of the manufacturer's productivity apps? Once again, question 6. Which major tech company last month released the Surface Duo, a dual-screen Android device which comes preloaded with a suite of the manufacturer's productivity apps? Did you say Brian when you meant Brandon, or did you mean Brian Coffey?
I meant Brian Cofford, but
That's
also...
Brandon,
You're actually right. Brandon would buy these shirts before Brian would.
I wasn't. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I feel like Brandon would buy them first. But Brian, would you buy a "Time as a Cat Circle" T-shirt?
And it would have like the "We Have Concerns" like script on it, and then under that would say "Licensed by Speakeasy Pub Quiz" with our word mark.
It would have our word mark underneath "We Have Concerns" word mark.
Yes.
Sure, why not? Listen, I guess we got to make merch now. Merch link in bio.
See? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
All right.
Also ask Anthony if we can be in Star Wars while I read it. All right, keep going.
Question number 7. In Q2 of 2020, Samsung and Apple came in at numbers 2 and 3 in global smartphone market share. But what Chinese company came out on top? Once again, question number 7. In Q2 of 2020, Samsung and Apple came in at numbers 2 and 3 in global smartphone market share. But what Chinese company came out on top? This next song choice is either going to be a crowd pleaser or is going to give us a lot of boos. We'll see. But you guys have 2 minutes to submit, regardless of whether you like the song or not. Oh, that's funny.
Ring, 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 ring,
Right?
ring, 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 banana phone. Ring, 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 banana phone. I've got
I've
this
got my
feeling
hunches.
so appealing for us to get
Get
together
together
and
and
sing,
ding
sing.
a ding, ding a ding a ding.
Ring, 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 banana phone. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Diamond Club is very happy about this category.
It grows in bunches.
They're like, we've been watching Daily Tech
I've
News
got
Show.
my hunches. It's the best.
I'm down with the DTNS.
Cellular, modular, interactive, modular. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping. Banana phone. It's no baloney. It ain't a phony. My cellular, bananular phone. Don't need quarters, don't need dimes to call a friend of mine. Don't need computer or TV to have a real good time. I'll call for pizza, I'll call my cat, I'll call the White House, have a chat, I'll place a call.
Got 20 seconds to submit if you haven't submitted yet. Also, we are getting word right now that our friend who is currently flying to, I think, Kansas, is somebody just got kicked off his plane, so that's fun.
Yikes.
Play that thing.
Just like speaking of A Nightmare at 20,000 feet.
Yeah, that's true. They're not at 20,000 feet yet, but time is up, by the way. If you've not yet submitted your round 3 answers, technically this is where we take our scoring break, so we'll be, a little kind to let you submit. But go ahead and submit your round 3 answer sheets now.
Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone.
We'll be back in a couple minutes. Nope, we're gonna turn off the music first.
It's a real live mama and papa phone.
And then we'll do that.
A brother and sister and a dog a phone. A grandpa phone and a grandma phone too. Oh yeah, my cellular bananular phone. Banana phone. Ring, ring, ring. It's a phone with appeal. Banana phone. Ring, ring, ring. Now you can have your phone and eat it too. Banana phone. Ring, ring, ring. This song drives me bananas. Banana phone. Ring, ring, ring.
Peace up, A-Town down. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Usher, usher, usher. Let's go. Let's go.
Up in the club with my homies, tryna get a little VI, keep it down on the low key. You should know how it is. I saw the shorty, she was checking up for me. From the game, she was sitting in my ear. You would think that she knew me. Decided to chill. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow.
Watch out.
She's saying, come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, baby, let's go. When I told her, I said, Shorty got down, she said, come and get me. I got so caught up, I got she told me. Looking
In the club looking so conspicuous. And wow, these women all on the prowl. If you hold the head steady, I'ma milk the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the rolls. If they ain't cutting, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like me now when my pinky's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please. Ludacris fill cups like double D. Me and Ursh once more when we leaves them dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed that say, take that and rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ursher got the voice to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ludacris got the flow to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go.
And we're back. We're back.
We back.
Bill Rizzer said, do Speed Racer 2008 trivia for next week. Have we discussed this on the show? Because I don't think we have discussed this. Speed Racer is my favorite movie. Like, I own it on Blu-ray. We have, in one of my Slack chats, we have emojis of me every single day of the week holding my Blu-ray copy of Speed Racer. It is on my name tag at AMC. If you come to AMC South Barrington, Bill Riz, I know you live in the area. If you come to AMC South Barrington on a day that I'm working, I will be. There's a very good chance I'll be wearing a name tag that says favorite movie Speed Racer. So
Legitimately, like, don't test him because he will make it Speed Racer themed.
That'll happen. Like, it'll legitimately happen. Like,
we tried setting up a Star Wars tabletop RPG, and he named his ship.
I named my ship after the Mach 5. I named my ship the Mach 5. That's correct. Yes. Legitimately, like, if you tell me you're gonna come see a movie at AMC South Barrington, I will keep that name tag in my pocket just in case. For every shift I work. I love Speed Racer. All right.
My name tag movie was The Princess Bride, but
I have 4 different name tags, so I can choose what I want on a certain day. I have Star Wars 1977, not A New Hope, different movie. I have the Speed Racer movie. I have the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Those are my 4 favorite movies. Yeah, B. Crawford, I moved to South Barrington because I went back to school and I took a voluntary demotion, and they said I couldn't be at the same theater, so I'm at South Barrington now. But I'm only there like 1 or 2 days a week. So, yes, I own it on Blu-ray and all the digital platforms because the Blu-ray gives me the access to all the digital platforms. Anyway, let's move on.
I bet you're all wishing that you had this muted now, huh?
See, Nez just killed the conversation. It's fine. Time for round 3 answers. Round 3 was called Long Distance Call. And it was about smartphones. Question number 1, which iconic phone from Motorola? Brandon says he started TTRPG without me. No, it didn't end up happening because we didn't have time. So, which iconic phone from Motorola
takes up a lot of time?
Which iconic phone from Motorola had a few attempts at a revival, including one Droid branded model, but none as evocative as last year's foldable smartphone and its 5G successor, which was released last month. That is the Motorola Razr. Specifically, the V3 was the one that everybody had. You don't have to have written V3. I just wanted to throw that in case anybody had written it and felt cool about it.
No extra points if you did. Not that anyone did.
Not that anyone did. Question number 2, I don't know why it went past, but yeah, LG uses WebOS for their smart TVs as well as the Internet of Things devices. Again, no extra points if you wrote IoT devices, but they do use WebOS on their IoT devices. Question number 3. Google's Nexus line of smartphones is a favorite of enthusiasts for their low price tag and flagship features, but it was replaced in 2016 by what more consumer-focused line? Named for the base component of a digital image. That is the Pixel line. In fact, I've got my Pixel 3 right here, And my Pixel 5 is coming. Whenever it is released officially, which is I think the end of the month, it'll be at my doorstep, and I'll use that phone. I believe, in fact, it's supposed to come on a Thursday, so I should get quiz prepared in advance so that I can spend Thursday playing with my new phone instead of literally working on quiz to the wire.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Thursday. Wait, no.
Question number 4: the Key One, Motion, and DTEC 60 are all Android phones produced by the TCL Corporation under what fruit-themed brand name licensed out by the company formerly known as Research in Motion? That company is BlackBerry. Bill Ray says people got to ship today in certain places. Yeah, I didn't go with the Google Store one. I went with Best Buy because Google Store didn't give me any sort of special deal on it, and I could use Best Buy points and get more Best Buy points back, so I'm sure I'm going to get it on release date, but maybe I'll get it early from Best Buy. Who knows? Question number 5. Steve Jobs once said of phones with a 5-inch screen, no one's going to buy that. Last week, Apple announced a slate of how many new iPhone models, the smallest of which boasts a 5.4-inch display. They announced 4 new iPhone models: the iPhone 12, iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12 Pro, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's a lot of phones. The 12 Pro Max has like a 6.7-inch display. So it's would you say, Bill, it's a Kismet connection? That's Kismet Connection is the name of a 2008 Bollywood film. Connection spelled with a K. Anyway, it stars Shahid Kapoor. Anyway, question number 6. Which major tech company last month released the Surface Duo, a dual-screen Android device which comes preloaded with a suite of the manufacturer's productivity apps? That is Microsoft, with a $sign or not a $sign. That's fine. A couple of people spelled it with the $sign. I think actually just one team. It's fine. Question number 7. In Q2 of 2020, Samsung and Apple came in at numbers 2 and 3 in global smartphone market share, but what Chinese company came out on top? That is Huawei. Time for a standings check. As of round 3, standings check. We have got 7 teams tonight. In 7th place, Twink Peas.
Yep. In 6th place, Vesper and Tiffany.
In 5th place, and in 5th place.
I'm amazed they managed that.
They really did. Good job.
In 4th place, we've got Diamond Club.
In 3rd place, Smooth Brains.
In 2nd place, Pocket Sand.
And in 1st place, Usher and Lil Jon aren't the same person. If you're going to play the game, we're going to play the game. And once again, Bill Riz, don't tempt me. I very well could do some Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham trivia.
Next week is Bollywood themed. We've decided.
Listen, it's not a bad idea. That might actually happen.
Yeah. Like you're going to see at the very end, crossed out Bollywood.
Time for round 5.
Round 5. Just a reminder, if you haven't quite finished your round 4, you can work on that by hitting Bang Viz. But round 5 is called Changing of the Guard. For various reasons, but usually bad ownership, professional North American sporting clubs will sometimes literally leave town. So here's a round on that. Question 1. The Montreal Expos moved in 2005 to become the Washington Nationals. Straight up, are there any Major League Baseball players who played for the Montreal? Question 1 again. The Montreal Expos moved in 2005 to become the Washington Nationals. Straight up, are there any active Major League Baseball players who played for the Montreal Expos?
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here
Montreal.
outside the
Montreal.
door.
Montreal.
I need to wake you up to say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blown his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you.
Question 2. Originally playing in Seattle as the Supersonics, the Oklahoma City Thunder were technically the second NBA team to play their home games at the Ford Center, after what event forced the Hornets to play there from 2005 to 2007? Question 2 again. Originally playing in Seattle as the Supersonics, bless up Sonics, the Oklahoma City Thunder were technically the second National Basketball Association team to play their home games at the Ford Center, after what event forced the Hornets to play there from 2005 to 2007?
I was gonna wear my Sonics hat for quiz because of this question, and then I had a migraine right as I was getting started, and I forgot.
This one's also kind of a double relocation question. I like it.
Kinda, yeah.
So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you
Also, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
I popped two ibuprofen, like literally right as I hit the go live button. I was like, all
Yeah.
right, let's hope this works.
Yeah, I mean, like, you and I both have a very the show must go on attitude towards this.
Because I was very much like having a low grade migraine throughout the night, like throughout the day, and I was like, all right, maybe it'll pass. I think I'm probably just a little dehydrated. Let me drink some water. Still having it, and I was like, okay, well, I've got to start quiz, and Joe's not here, so I got to run pre-show on my own. So that's why the first like 10-15 minutes of pre-show was just the blank screen with the time with the clock on it and the links. So I was like, give me a minute so I can think to myself.
No, that is fair. You needed to do things. You needed to take care of yourself.
Yeah, so.
And while you take this moment to take care of yourself, we're moving on to question 3. Turns out, if you want a team moved to Baltimore, you just have to name the team after what color shared by both of the teams that played in Baltimore. Shared by both of the teams that play.
It was shared by the teams that currently play in Baltimore.
Play in Baltimore before
they moved to there.
To Charm City. Yeah, I know that's what you were trying to say. I was just.
No,
Let's
you're
try
right.
that again.
I again realized as you were saying it, I'm like, yeah, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's fine. It makes enough sense grammatically, but that's not the way a person talks.
Yeah, it makes grammatical sense. It is missing like one tense in terms of actual conversational English.
Correct.
Turns out, if you want a team moved to Baltimore, you just have to name them after what color shared by both teams who currently play in Baltimore before their move to the Charm City. And we'll do that one more time, just for good measure. Turns out, if you want a team moved to Baltimore, instead of just founding the team in Baltimore, you can just name them after what color shared by both teams currently playing in Baltimore before their move to the Charm City.
And you know what I learned today?
What?
Baltimore's called the Charm City.
That's right, you didn't briefly live in Maryland.
No idea. I had no idea. I was like, what are nicknames for Baltimore? First one came up was Charm City. I was like, oh, all right. This one I might have actually learned yesterday. I don't remember when I wrote this question. Question 4.
Question number 4. Which National Hockey League franchise's primary team color is victory green, taking the surname from the frozen northern United States? So we're looking for the current franchise's current name. Which National Hockey League franchise's primary team color is victory green, evoking the surname of an owner who took them from the frozen north to the southern United States? Number 5, one of our teams wanted to know whether this round was just to torture them. No, this question is to torture me. Major League Soccer has only had one relocation in its short history. When what San Jose team moved to Houston to become the Dynamos before the league reestablished the team in San Jose 2 years later? Question 5 again. Major League Soccer has only had one relocation in its short history when what San Jose team moved to Houston to become the Dynamos before the league reestablished the team in San Jose 2 years later? And you know what? The San Jose team, not great. The Houston team, pretty okay.
The San Jose team, which has 4, are they called wooden spoons? I forget what exactly they're called.
Yeah.
Which means the worst record
The worst
in the league.
team in that league, yeah. Ugh.
Question 6.
Question 6. Most relocations in the National Hockey League are followed by an expansion franchise in vaguely the area, such as Columbus Blue Jackets taking the place of the Cleveland Barons. That one's a stretch. Name any market that lost its NHL franchise post-expansion and is still without one of their own. Question 6 again. Most relocations in the NHL are followed by an expansion franchise to like the general area. So name any market that lost its NHL franchise post-expansion and is still without one of their own. So we only need one for this question.
And number 7.
And number 7. The most recent team to be permanently located are the Las Vegas Raiders, who actually play in what nearby city that was literally paved to put up a parking lot? Question 7 again. The most recent team to be permanently relocated are the Las Vegas Raiders, who actually play in which nearby city, which was literally paved to put up a parking lot? And now we're going to the thing where we put up the thing, but first we got to make sure the clock is right. There we go, 2 minutes, and you got the thing. What?
Did your script break for a second?
I was narrating what you were doing. Are you saying, and we've got the thing is not valid English?
It's just weird. That's not the way you normally say it. And I'm so used to, with a lot of these things, just literally working off the script in my brain. And okay, like yesterday for the AYD quiz, there was something that I was like ready to say, and then I was like, wait, no, we don't have as many rounds as we normally do. I was like round number 7 has 14 points because we don't have a music round.
Yeah, I mean, like, that one was more I was pattering for you to be able to put up the thing, and you got it up slightly faster than I expected.
Oh, yeah, no, my finger was already on the button. Yeah, I was ready to go.
That's fine. Also a reminder, if you haven't done the visual round yet, you can hit Bang Viz to do that now. Like this.
That's correct, because it is due.
It is due like nowish.
5 answers.
I think we're missing one or two.
I think Des just gave up.
Oh. That's a pity. Okay, no, so we should have all of them then.
I think we have all of the round 4s, and we're still waiting on one round 5.
Is it Des?
No, we have 5 round 5. We have 6.
Rip Des.
I don't know, he must still be here. He gave up on submitting.
Well, he forgot the artists, and I felt bad. And like you gave the warning, but I don't think he realized it when you gave
I
the
gave the warning
warning.
specifically to him, the only person who forgot the artist. It's okay. It's okay. He'll be back next week, and he'll remember how the game is played. All right, we have all the answer sheets in. It's time now for round 4 and 5 answers. But before that, future quiz streams. Are you enjoying tonight's quiz? If you'd like to see more from us, follow at Speakeasy Quiz on Twitter and subscribe to us for weekly live quizzes right here, youtube.com/SHKuhan, twitch.tv/SpeakeasyPubQuiz. If you're following on one and not the other, please follow on the other as well because they like that.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That's how the Al Gore's rhythms work. Is that way.
This is how we
time
speak
for-
now.
Time for round 4 and 5 answers.
We speak easy. That's why it's called Speakeasy. Good night, folks.
I was saying this to Joe actually. I was watching Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Over the a couple weeks ago, and like watching the end of the show finally. And early in the season, they're at a speakeasy, but in my head now, the word speakeasy is coded to mean this instead of a bar. So I'm sitting here like, oh, right, of course. No, a speakeasy is a real thing. That's what we named the quiz after. We named the quiz. I named the quiz. Yeah. I named the quiz after speakeasies. I just forgot that speakeasies are bars.
All right.
Anyway.
Round 4. Round 4 was called The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street. So even after his passing, Jim Henson's Creature Shop is one of the first choices for any filmmaker who wants to use practical creature effects in their film. So name these 7 practical creatures crafted by Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Number 1 is a frog from some movie about space wizards for children. I believe his name was Yoda. Question 2 is Skeksis or Skeksis, depending on if you're looking at a singular or a plural. Question 3 is Oscar the Grouch.
By the way, we did give you Skeksi if you got your pluralization wrong.
Yeah, spelling doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oscar the Grouch, who lives in New York. Question 4 is the worm from Labyrinth. Question 5 is Marvin the Paranoid Android, who does not display classical symptoms of paranoia. He doesn't in the book or in the movie or in the radio play.
I think it just rhymes.
Yeah. Question 6, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And question 7 is a frog who lives in a swamp, but not from a movie about space wizards for children. This is Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here. You would get points if you wrote T-Lizard. I didn't send you this tweet. This is the funniest thing I've seen in my life.
Didn't this happen like 2 years ago?
It's 4 years ago, yeah. It was 4 years ago. But when I was looking for the picture of Kermit, I saw the T-Lizard thing. And, like, I couldn't believe it. No points for naming the Ninja Turtles in order. Are you kidding me? No, you're not getting extra points for that shit. I don't know what Smokin is. You know, like the whole... Oh my God, I was going to put it up on the screen, but I forgot to grab it in advance. So now I have to grab it now. Hold on. Smockin' T-Lizard. So, first of all, Kirby's not the 5th turtle. The 5th turtle is Venus de Milo. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Twitter. And now we go back to OBS. And we go to Chrome tab. And we see my Twitter, and from Good Morning America, does hashtag Crying LeBron join other meme greats like hashtag T-Lizard, hashtag Crying Jordan, and hashtag Smockin /The Mask? T-Lizard. And this picture, which I've never seen in my life. I have no idea. I understand that it's The Mask, the movie The Mask. I have no idea. Nobody uses this as a meme. This is not a meme. What is this? I literally was like gasping for air laughing at this when I sent it to Jake earlier today. T-Lizard. So anyway, we would have given you points for T-Lizard, but nobody wrote it. All right, back to your regular schedule.
Friends, I did not know that bit was coming. I'm very confused, but I'm happy to have this blast from the past.
back to your regularly scheduled programming. Around 5
Instead
answers.
of us talking about a meme from 4 years ago that had a shelf life of about 5 minutes.
Okay, but it's still funny. How is it not funny?
No, that's true. I agree. Look, I agree with you. I'm just saying that was not at all expected.
Literally, it was on Good Morning America, which airs on ABC. It was 3 months after Muppets ended. Like, it was 3 months after the show Muppets ended on ABC.
Well, no, it's because there was the new Lipton ad, and then...
No, that's fine.
Like-
That's fine. But like, it's like, because you would think maybe like potentially it's like, oh, like Kermit's copyrighted. You know, they don't want to put the copyrighted character's name, but it's Good Morning America, which is owned by Disney, just like the Muppets. So anyway, Google T-Lizard. Apparently, there was a bunch of discourse about it 4 years ago that I had no idea about because I was cackling. Like, I was laughing my ass off verbally, like making noise laughing. I wasn't just blowing air out of my nose like you do when you type LOL. I was laughing so fucking hard. Anyway.
Question 1 of Changing of the Guard about sports relocations, around specifically written to hurt us and our friends. Question 1, the Montreal Expos moved in 2005 to become the Washington Nationals. Straight up, are there any active Major League Baseball players who played for the Expos? The answer is no, because Bartolo Colon has not pitched in Major League Baseball since 2018.
He was the last.
So it's been 2 years.
Yep.
2 seasons. Bless up, Big Sexy. Question 2. Originally playing in Seattle as the Supersonics, the Oklahoma City Thunder were technically the second NBA team to play their home games at the Ford Center, after what event forced the Hornets to play there from 2005 to 2007? That is, of course, Hurricane Katrina. Question 3. Turns out, if you want a team moved to Baltimore, you just have to name them after what color shared by both teams that now play in Baltimore before the moved to the Charm City. Before we had the Ravens and the Orioles, we had the St. Louis Browns and the Cleveland Browns of Major League Baseball and the National Football League. And now we have the Cleveland Browns again. Question 4. Which National Hockey League franchise's primary team color is victory green, evoking the surname of what owner who took them from the frozen north to the southern United States? Dallas Stars, fuck Norm Green, North Stars forever.
To the team that wrote St. Louis Blues, they're literally called the Blues. Why would their main color be green if they're called the Blues?
Because there are colorblind people in their marketing team, clearly.
Right. But blue is the one color you can see, Joe.
Right. Everything else looks blue, including purple.
Hey, listen, it was a Ravens flag today, though, so you were right.
Yeah, I thought I was wrong and everyone else was wrong, and that never happens. Question 5. Major League Soccer has only had one relocation in its short history, when what San Jose team moved to Houston to become the Dynamos before the league reestablished the team in San Jose 2 years later? That was the San Jose Earthquakes. Goonies never say die. Question 6. Most relocations in the National Hockey League are followed by an expansion franchise, roughly in the area, but not in the same market. So the Columbus Blue Jackets are in Ohio. Name any market that lost its NHL franchise post-expansion that is still without one of their own. So Atlanta lost the Flames and then lost the Thrashers, so Atlanta twice. Quebec lost the Nordiques. Hartford lost the Whalers. And Kansas City lost the Scouts. So any of those 4 cities would do for the 1 point. And question 7. The most recent team to be permanently relocated are the Las Vegas Raiders, who actually play in what nearby city, which was literally paved to put up a parking lot, and that is Paradise, Nevada. No points for Henderson.
Pave paradise and put up a parking lot. It's a good song. All right, that is it for round number 5. We're going to do a score check after round 6, but first we got to play round 6. Round 6 is called Living Doll. It is the video rounds. Pay attention to the instructions of the video. Clips will play twice at the second time. They will be shortened. So here we go. It is just name the movie, as always. Round number 6.
In a town in the woods at the top of a hill, there's a house where no one lives. So you take a big bag of your big city money there and buy it. But at night when the house is dark and you're all alone, there's a noise upstairs.
Sam, what is that thing?
You have to get in the car. Get in the car. Trust me. Trust me.
Sam!
Get in.
And there's a creepy doll that always follows you.
Incoming on the right.
We're hit!
It's got a ruined eye. It's always open.
Unbelievable, guys. Really, really great. Good job. I could hear you from a mile away.
Good. I was worried we weren't projecting enough.
Poppy, if I can hear you, so can the Bergens.
Oh boy.
Here we go again.
Oh, brunch.
You always ruin everything, warning us about the Bergens.
No, I don't.
The Bergens are coming! Ah! The Bergens are coming! Ah! The Bergens are coming! Ah! And there's a creepy doll that always follows you.
Where's it coming from? Where are we going?
Where are they?
The lounge! The door's locked. I know. Then unlock it. Where's the key?
It's got a pretty mouth to swallow you whole. So you scream and you close the door and you tell yourself it was just a dream.
Wait, let me explain what's been going on, okay?
Explain what? What are you gonna explain? That you want to go solo?
I tried to tell you guys, but we were gonna lose the house, and I thought I could take care of it, so we could always be together as a family.
No!
No, you do not get to do that. You cannot use us as an excuse for lying. That's not how a family is supposed to work. This whole band, we've supported you.
So you don't want us around anymore? You could have respected us enough to tell us to our face.
In the morning you head into town 'cause you wanna go antiquing.
Okay. I'm just gonna come right out. I have no idea what's going on or what this place is at all.
Hi! I am Princess Unikitty, and I welcome you all to Cloud Cuckoo Land!
And there's a creepy doll that always follows you. It's got a ruined eye. It's always open.
Sam, what is that thing?
You have to push me. Damn. Get in.
And there's a creepy doll that always follows you. Incoming on the right! We're hit! It's got a ruined eye. It's always open.
Unbelievable, guys. Really, really great. Good job. I could hear you from a mile away.
Good. I was worried we weren't projecting enough.
Poppy, if I can hear you, so can the Bergens.
Oh boy.
Here we go again.
Oh, brunch.
You always ruin everything, warning us about the Bergens.
No, I don't.
That always follows
Where's it coming from? Where are we going?
Where are they?
The lounge! The door's locked. I know. Then unlock it. Where's the key?
It's got a pretty mouth. Swallow, you whole. So you scream and you close the door and you tell yourself it was just a dream.
Wait, let me explain what's been going on, okay?
Explain what? What are you gonna explain? That you want to go solo?
I tried to tell you guys, but we were gonna lose the house, and I thought I could take care of it, so we could always be together as a family.
No! No, you do not get to do that. You cannot use us as an excuse for lying. That's not how a family is supposed to work.
In the morning you head into town cause you wanna go antiquing.
I'm just gonna come right out. I have no idea what's going on or what this place is at all.
Hi! I am Princess Unikitty, and I welcome you all to Cloud Cuckoo Land!
And there's a creepy doll that always follows you. It's got a pretty mouth. Swallow, you whole.
All right, as always, you have 2 minutes to submit. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And music up. There we go. We were asking for the name of the movie. As always, name of the movie.
In cases of series, make sure you have the right installments.
We won't take Mission Impossible 4 if the answer is Mission Impossible 3.
Of course. I'm very proud and very unsurprised that this team got this score.
Yep, that tracks.
Yep.
All right, do we have all the answers in? Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so you guys on the other side of this. I thought you had it ready to cue.
When I was a little girl, I had a rag doll, only doll I've ever owned. Now I love you just the way I love that rag doll, but only now my love has grown, and it gets stronger in every way, and it gets deeper. Let me say that it gets higher
puppy that always followed you around. Well, I'm gonna be as faithful as that puppy. No, I'll never let you down. 'Cause it goes on like a river flows, and it gets bigger, baby, and heaven knows, and it gets sweeter, baby, as it grows. And I love you, my oh my, yeah, river deep, mountain high, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I lost you, would I cry? Oh, baby, 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 baby.
Oops, I left the timer up. Hey, look at that.
Did you want to share something before we continued?
Yeah, so I was scrolling through TikTok the other day, and Chris Pratt has a TikTok now. He just got there like 3 days ago. Like he literally just started it like 2-3 days ago. He already has like 330,000 followers, but like, yeah, I don't know. All right, time for a standings check. I don't know if Joe can hear me because he literally walked away. And
Is he still talking about Chris Pratt?
For what it's worth, the name of that movie was indeed Gem and the Holograms. We did give you points if you just wrote Gem, but the movie was called Gem and the Holograms.
Yes.
That's a fact. Somebody also fought me. This is why they got their team name changed. Because they fought me on. They said, "Yeah" is by Lil Jon featuring Ludacris, and I said, "No, that is not correct." So anyway, time for a standings check. And before we do the standings check, I want to get this clock out of my face. So we're gonna do this, and then back. Okay, cool. In 7th place, Twink Peas.
Thanks for coming, Des. In 6th place and in 5th place.
Tied for 4th place, Vesper and Tiffany and Diamond Club. So there's nobody in 5th place.
In 3rd place, we have Smooth Brains with a Z.
In 2nd place, Pocket Sand.
And in 1st place, Usher and Little John aren't the same person.
That is it for the standings. We got one more round to go, and it is very tight through the whole quiz. Anything can happen. It's time now for round number 7. As always, a round of random knowledge.
Yeah. Question 1. The twilight zone is the uppermost layer of what zone of the ocean generally considered to be devoid of light for photosynthetic purposes? Wow, what is... Question 1. You are entering the twilight zone, the uppermost layer of what zone of the ocean generally considered to be devoid of light for photosynthetic purposes? Yeah, that's twice, right?
Did it again.
You have entered the twilight zone.
There we go. Question number 2. There we go. Question number 2. 2 points. For the first point, does the FAA prohibit the use of cell phones during a flight? Oh, no. And for the second point, does the FCC prohibit the use of cell phones during a flight? Once again, question number 2, 2 points. For the first point, does the FAA prohibit the use of cell phones on a flight? And for the second point, does the FCC prohibit the use of cell phones on a flight?
And when the seasons change, I creep back to my crooked ways. Run if you think you can. I feel the worst is yet to come. I'll suffocate these pangs of hunger for your pretty head.
In a second. Question 3. 2 Martian points. The Martian was cited by which president of the United States in an annual budget meeting with NASA? And for the second point, the real-world Australian bush tomato bears the scientific name Solanum watnii and shares its genus with what root vegetable used to colonize Mars in The Martian? Question 3 again is worth 2 points. The Martian was cited by which U.S. president during an annual budget meeting with NASA? And for the second point, the real-world Australian bush tomato bears the scientific name Solanum watnii and shares its genus with what root vegetable used in The Martian to colonize Mars?
Hey, The Martian, doesn't that star Chiwetel Ejiofor and Matt Damon, star of Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron?
It in fact does star both of those individuals, Chiwetel Ejiofor and Matt Damon, star of Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. And 10 more minutes.
It's a schwa. The first E is a schwa.
Benny Schwa. Schwa. Chiwetel.
Oh, is it Ejiofor?
Yeah, right?
Is it Ejiofor or Ejiofor? I think it's Ejiofor.
Chiwetel Ejiofor?
Ejiofor.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
I've gone through this so many times.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
Question number 4. Despite having attended a different college just outside of Boston, then-Senator Jack Kennedy referred to which school as a Jesuit ivy, underscoring his family's historic connection with the institution? Question 4 again. Despite having attended a different college just outside of Boston, then-Senator Jack Kennedy, or John F. Kennedy as you might know him, referred to which school as a Jesuit ivy, underscoring his family's historic connection with the institution?
Because all the Ivies are Protestant.
This was written for AYD quiz, and then we changed the format of AYD quiz a little bit. So it's
So it is now a random question.
Yeah. So it's as you can see, it's written for Democrats. But we do have other AYD quizzes coming up, including on October 28th. Which you can find details for on arlingtonyoungdems.org/C_events. And if you want to do some phone banking and such, you can do that.
It has been requested that the October 28th quiz is also spooky.
Correct, yes. It's going to be called Booze Clues.
Yep.
And you can drink booze while you're playing it as well.
Featuring such categories as redacted, and we haven't written this yet. But that's not true. We actually do have categories picked out. Question 5. 3 writing points. What 3 films does Jordan Peele have a writing credit on? The first one is about a cat. Another one is about white people. And the most recent one is about doppelgangers. So question 5 is worth 3 points on writing. What 3 films does Jordan Peele, current presenter of The Twilight Zone only on CBS All Access, have a writing credit on? So one is about a cat. Another is about white people. And the most recent one is about doppelgangers.
I also paused earlier when we were talking about Jordan Peele in The Twilight Zone, because I was like, wait, is that an answer later? No, never mind.
No.
A question about Jordan Peele is not an answer.
Yeah.
But it took me like a half second to be like, I'm not spoiling anything for later, am I?
I think it is a good chance to catch yourself before you Chiwetel Ejiofor yourself.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That was the exact concern. I didn't want to Chiwetel Ejiofor myself.
Star of such films as The Martian.
Question number 6. Twitter and Facebook both wound up in the news this week as they blocked users' ability to post a New York Post article allegedly revealing hacked emails sent to and received by what man who's been in the news more than he'd like? Question 6 again. Twitter and Facebook both wound up in the news this week as they blocked users' ability to post a New York Post article allegedly revealing hacked emails sent to and received by what man who's been in the news more than he'd like. This was the very last question written for this week's quiz, which is why it doesn't really make sense. As I spoke it, I realized, the grammar's weird here. Post the New York Post article in the news more than he'd like. There's a lot of awkward in here.
You can literally look back at us getting less coherent, and you can track the order in which every
but the thing
question was written.
The thing is that they were written in a different order round by round. It's not that we wrote each round in order, so you'd have to really look back and check it. And the Baltimore one wasn't written that. Question 7.
Question 7 is worth 4 fast food points. Or we can do it. Okay, I was going to do a ventriloquist dummy thing. 4 fast food points. According to Statista.com, McDonald's and Starbucks are the 2 most valuable quick service restaurant brands worldwide. Name 4 of the next 6. And now I realize we're aping an R.L. Stein bit and not the Twilight Zone, so we're going to switch back. Question 7 is worth 4 fast food points. According to Statista.com, McDonald's and Starbucks are the 2 most valuable quick service restaurant brands worldwide. Name 4 of the next 6. So you need 4 to get the 4 points. If you put more, then you're not going to get those points.
I'm R.L. Stein. I live alone. I drink port and smoke poorly rolled blunts. I'm R.L. Stein.
Thank you, Diamond Club. All right, we're going to put 3 minutes on the clock, put all of the answers back on screen, and then you guys will have those 3 minutes to do the same thing you've been doing for 7 rounds at this point.
About a minute and a half left. We haven't get submitted yet.
I'm loving it. By the way, what's your sign? I bet it is compatible with mine. Probably long-lasting years down the line. I'm telling you, girl, you're a dime. Well, don't just sit there, girl. I know that pop that's in your chest. It carries pain and so much stress, but you gotta let it go. Just close your eyes, I'll grab your waist. Next thing you know, you have your pace. Girl, you gotta let it go. Let it go. Yeah. I remember the first time we met.
About 1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Butterflies in my stomach.
You got about a minute to go.
I couldn't even speak. You. Something about you. It felt good. I was loving it. How you do all the things you do. At being you, you're so professional. Not to mention you're the baddest of your crew. We'll just sit there, girl.
right, time is up. If you have not yet submitted your answers for round number 7, we need those in now. We are going to take a quick scoring break, however. So round 7 answers and final results are coming right up. Let me actually put the chat back up in case you all want to show up on the screen while we're scoring. And we'll
We scored your
we're
stuff.
back. We're all scored up, so it's time for round 7 answers and the final standings of the evening. First up, though, round 7 answers.
Question numero uno. The twilight zone is the uppermost layer of what zone of the ocean, generally considered to be devoid of light for photosynthetic purposes? That is the aphotic zone. I did accept mesopelagic for being one of the for being the first zone of the aphotic zone, but nothing else.
Couldn't take Paleozoic.
Yikes! I think that is trying to spell Pelagozoic, but that's
I think
not.
it probably is. Question number 2. 2 points. Does the FAA prohibit the use of cell phones during a flight? No, they leave it to the airline's discretion. Does the SEC prohibit the use of cell phones during a flight? Yes, they do.
Alphabet soup. Question 3. 2 Martian points. The Martian was cited by which president of the United States during an annual budget meeting with NASA? That was Barack Obama. He said that The Martian was one of the best space movies ever made.
Facts.
The real-world Australian bush tomato bears the scientific name Solanum watneyi and shares the genus Solanum with the potato. That is the root vegetable that Mark Watney grows in The Martian.
Starring Matt Damon and Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. Matt Damon, star of Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron.
Yes, correct. Question number 4. Despite having attended a different college just outside of Boston, then Senator Jack Kennedy referred to which school as a Jesuit Ivy, underscoring his family's historic connection with the institution. That is a different school just outside of Boston, Boston College.
Mm-hmm. Good old BC. Ever do excel. Oh, hi. So as you can see, I am at the Capital One Center in Washington, D.C.
All right.
Question 5, 3 writing points. What 3 films does Jordan Peele have a writing credit on? The first one is about a cat. That was Keanu. Another one was about white people. That one was Get Out. And the most recent one was about doppelgangers. This was Us. And as evidenced by Get Out and Us, The Twilight Zone was the perfect job for Jordan Peele.
Question number 6. Twitter and Facebook both wound up in the news this week as they blocked users' ability to share a New York Post article allegedly revealing hacked emails sent to and received by Hunter Biden, who I believe his first name is William Hunter Biden or John, something like that. Robert Hunter Biden.
But that's what people call him.
They call him Hunter, of course, yeah. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.
Question 7. 4 fast food points. According to Statista.com, and this is the list we referenced to score this question, McDonald's and Starbucks are the 2 most valuable quick service restaurant brands worldwide. Name 4 of the next 6. So if you gave us any 4 of the following: KFC, Subway, eat fresh, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Chipotle, and Burger King were the next 6 most valuable. Just outside the list were Taco Bell, bless up, Liv Moss, and Tim Hortons, because this was a worldwide list.
Worldwide list. Tim Hortons. Yep. Tim Hortons is the 10th most valuable brand, quick service restaurant brand worldwide.
According to
June 2020. According to this Statista.com article, which I don't know where it came from because we don't pay for Statista.com. So, but it is a reputable enough source as far as we can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this from? Who is S. Locke? I can't find any of this information because you need to pay to have a Statista article to know where the sources are. But I trust Statista. So we use them a lot for these kind of questions. All right. Time for a final standings check. So we have 7 teams here tonight. In 7th place, Twink Peas.
Thanks for coming, Des. In 6th place and in 5th place.
Tied for 4th place, it is Vesper and Tiffany and Diamond Club.
It's great because they always landed around 5th place, but then we ultimately never had a 5th place.
Didn't have a 5th place, yeah.
In the 2nd place, we also have a tie between Smooth Brains and Pocket Sand. In a second, we'll let you decide whether you want to play that out or if you would like to remain tied. We do not currently have a 2nd place prize, unfortunately.
And in 1st place, Usher and Lil Jon aren't the same person. Congratulations. Let us know where you want that $10 to go. Once again, this is now technically out of our pockets, not out of quiz funds, because we've dropped under the $50 threshold on Patreon. So please, thank you everybody for quizzing, and please, As always, consider supporting us. Patreon.com/SpeakeasyPubQuiz, PayPal.me/SpeakeasyPubQuiz. We do the quiz for you, and because you guys always donate your winnings, we are happy to donate. It's always a good cause, and we're happy to support the good causes, so no problem with that. But if you want to support the quiz, please make sure to support the quiz. Now, I'm seeing tiebreaker and no tiebreaker from the same team.
Which is great.
We're going to go ahead and throw out the tiebreaker. We're going to give it to you guys. Sorry, I said throw out as if it's disappearing.
Throw in the tiebreaker.
We're going to throw in the tiebreaker. It's a pretty stupid tiebreaker. Diamond Club and Vesper and Tiffany, if you guys want to also tie break to see who gets 4th place, that's fine too. Really stupid tiebreaker. So, Jordan Peele is married to comedian and actress Chelsea Peretti.
Chelsea Chaz Palminteri Peretti.
And Des is gone. This is a joke for it. Desmond has a barrel in the market. Chelsea Chaz Palminteri Peretti has been a writer of record for the television show 30 Rock. How many episodes of 30 Rock was Chelsea Peretti the writer of record for? So once again, how many episodes of should I say 30 Rock instead of Parks and Rec?
You definitely said 30 Rock. You were supposed to say Parks and
Recreation. I said 30 Rock twice. How many episodes of record for Parks and Recreation was Chelsea Palminteri Peretti, the writer of record for? She was the writer of record for 0 episodes of 30 Rock.
Yes. So we're asking for Parks and Rec. Do not give us 0 because she has written at least more than 0 episodes of Parks and Recreation. So yeah, it's when you see the title card and it says title of episode by Chelsea Peretti. That's what we're asking for.
Correct.
Up in horsey heaven, here's a thing. You trade your legs for angels' wings. And once we've all said goodbye, you take a running leap and you learn to fly.
Diamond Club also risking their penultimate status, even though they are in 4th.
Yeah, but also Des left early.
Your 5,000 candles in the wind. And though we
Is that all the relevant teams?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
We know you're up there in heaven's hay.
Awesome. What's nice is it makes scoring really easy.
That hurts the most.
So we did get very nice 4 completely different answers. And good news to some teams and also news to other teams. So the question was, how many episodes of record for Parks and Rec was Chelsea Peretti the writer of record? God, that just didn't...
That
Words
was
are
not a
hard
sentence.
sometimes. So some of it was a sentence and some of it wasn't. We got 10 from Pocket Sand, 30 from Vesper and Tiffany, 40 from Smooth Brains, and 50 from Diamond Club. So remember, Vesper and Tiffany and Diamond Club for 4th, Pocket Sand and Smooth Brains, not Small Brains, Smooth Brains for 2nd. The correct answer is 2. She was the writer of record on 2 episodes. She was obviously in the writer's room. She's on the writing staff, but she was the writer of record for only 2 episodes. So Pocket Sand, congratulations. You get the bragging rights of 2nd place. Smooth Brains 3rd, although it's still going to go up as a tie on the Twitter account. And Diamond Club, with the tiebreaker, you finished penultimate. So
good job, Diamond Club. You accomplished your goal.
You did indeed accomplish your goal. That'll do it for this edition of the Speakeasy Pub Quiz. That's it. Do we have anything else?
No, it was a fun time. I love quizzing with you guys. Thanks for coming out. Again, truly a highlight of my week. I'm sure truly a highlight of your week as well.
Absolutely highlight of my week. I'm sure I highlighted you guys' week. One of you, I don't remember who it was, but one of you guys messaged us the other, like a couple weeks ago, saying literally you wait for Thursdays for quiz. So,
fun time. We do too.
Yeah, absolutely. We even wait till Thursdays to write the quiz. So, that's it for this edition. We will see you guys next week for Speakeasy Pub Quiz. Bye.
Bye.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.